Dear friends, I'm sure you've heard of the phrase from Luke 137, which says nothing is impossible with God. It's one of those very popular Bible verses that sound encouraging, but what does it really mean? Now let's dive in. Almost every Christian has faced a situation that feels impossible to overcome. We face issues like being laid off from your job, you're diagnosed with a serious illness, financial challenges, mounting debt, divorce, or a relationship breakdown, or even chronic health problems or very prolonged grief arising from the loss of the death of a loved one. You must have prayed asking God to help you overcome these situations, but God has still not answered your prayer. You're now wondering why this is the case, since nothing is impossible with God. Let us understand the context of this Bible verse so that we can gain some understanding about God's power and how we can find strength and hope in him. In Luke 137, an angel appeared to Mary and brought her a message that seemed completely impossible to happen, that she would bear a child, the Son of God, despite Mary being a virgin. Naturally, Mary questioned how this could happen, but the angel reminded her of God's power, saying, "For nothing is impossible with God." This was not just about, he was not just giving encouragement to Mary, it was a reminder of how God has already worked in miraculous ways in the past. The angel told Mary that Elizabeth, Mary's relative, who was too old to get pregnant, would had gotten pregnant and would give birth to John the Baptist. If we go further in time, there is the case of Sarah, the wife of Abraham, whom God blessed with a child despite her advanced age. These are indeed examples of God performing miracles and overcoming circumstances that seem impossible to us. So, how relevant is Mary's story for us today as Christians? Mary asked how this could happen, and this is a very rational question. And the angel's response was, "Nothing is impossible with God." This is an invitation for Mary. This was an invitation for Mary to put her trust in God, and this would happen. What seemed impossible to Mary would happen once she put her trust in God. We are also called upon to put our trust in God regarding whatever situation we are facing. We are not being asked to ignore reasoning or how that thing will happen in the natural world, but to acknowledge the fact that God works in the supernatural, that is outside the parameters of the natural world. This phrase does not mean that we ask God for anything and God will make it happen, because God is not a magician who is ready to make all our wishes come true. God only answers your prayers if they are aligned to His will. If it is an issue which is aligned to the will of God, He will make it happen through His supernatural power. What has been impossible in your life despite your constant prayers? What has been impossible in your life despite your constant prayers? Mary's story is an invitation for you to put your complete trust in God and trust Him to resolve that impossible situation that you are facing. This is because God has done the impossible in the past and He has the power to do it again right now.